this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Work can be a little weird. Cringy training seminars, coworkers who won't stop talking about their plant, forgetting the mute button at an inopportune moment. We have to deal with a lot on any given workday. Sometimes it can feel hard to thrive and move forward in your career. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in. LinkedIn helps you get ideas and insights from experts in your field, connect with people professionally, grow your network, and access tools designed to help you find the right fit for your next role. Whether you're just getting started, figuring out your next move, or looking to accelerate your career, LinkedIn is built to support you at every stage because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more. Inagata Davida, everybody, and welcome to the short stuff. It's Josh and Chuck, and there's Jerry over there, somewhere out there in the ether, right?
I hope so.
And this is stuff you should know, short stuff. We should probably stop horsing around.
Yeah, so I don't know why you said Inagata Davida. I'm assuming, is that Swedish?
No, I think it's Pig Latin or gibberish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in the Garden of Eden, but for some reason he said Inagata Davida.
Why did you say it for this show?
No, it's just for fun. It's a pleasant thing to hear, don't you think?
I thought it was an Easter egg.
No. And now it's just totally ruined.
Well, we are talking about a pretty interesting thing that you teased out on an episode we did recently, and one that is from an episode. Well, this is not from an episode, but there's also a 99% Invisible episode about this.
Yep, there is.
So if you want to hear a better version, just tune into that one.
Right. Roman has us beat in just about every way, but we'll try our best, right?
Agreed.
So what we're talking about today is called Dagen H, and Dagen H is Swedish for our day or right day. The H stands for Huger, which is the Swedish word for right. And what the whole thing was really talking about was something called, Högertrafikomläggningen.
Nice.
I don't know if nice is the right word, but sure, thank you. And what that means is the right-hand traffic diversion. And ultimately, what all of these words and umlauts all piled together mean is that this is the day, Dagen H, September 3rd, 1967, when Sweden said we're no longer driving on the left hand of the road like we have been since 1734. We're all of a sudden, on one day, going to switch over to the right-hand side.
That's right. And I think, did you mention how long they had been driving on the other side?
Yeah, since 1734.
It's a long time. Yeah. So what you're having to do is... there's a couple of factors here. You've got to teach people how to do this, literally. So they put together a pamphlet that literally told you how to do it. And then it's an infrastructure project, supposedly the largest driving-related infrastructure project ever undertaken by any country.
Oh, really? I know it's definitely Sweden's largest infrastructure project to that day. It was the largest for any country as far as traffic's related? Largest
traffic-related infrastructure. Yes, what I just said, project.
Right, okay. I just couldn't believe my ears, Chuck. But there's the infrastructure section of it, and then there's the public information campaign. And it was a lot more than just like a pamphlet. Pamphlets were step like 1 dot, we'll go with. Indicating that there's plenty other steps. How about that? And some of the other things they did was TV ads, radio ads, newspaper ads. They came up with a logo for Dagen H that was everywhere. They had a song contest to pick a theme song for Dagen H, and they came up with a good one.
I'm sure you listened to it.
Yeah, it was good. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was called, well, the American translation is Keep to the Right, Svensson.
I love the Swedes.
And it was by the Telestars, and it was, like you said, selected by a vote. It actually reached number 5 on their charts, whatever the Swedish charts are. And there was also a weird little sly side meaning, because apparently keeping it to the right means to be faithful to your significant other, as opposed to cheating on some, which is going left.
Oh, I hadn't heard that before.
Yeah.
Wow, Chuck, that's a deep cut right there.
It's fairly deep.
So the name of the song in Swedish is Haldig till Huger Svensson. And I listened to it enough that I could have sung it, but enough time has elapsed since I've heard it. It's already gone. Can you sing it?
That would have been great. No.
Do you think we've talked about it enough to play it at any point, or do we have to just tell people to go look it up on YouTube?
No, I mean, could we play like a version where we won't get sued?
I don't know. We'll find out in the edit. How about that?
All right, well, let's play a little part right now.
Here is Haldig till Höger Svensson by the Telestars.
Jag håller till höger, Svensson. Jag håller till höger, annars slutar det.
It's just
not bad.
About as catchy as it gets. I'm surprised it only rose to number 5 on the Hute Parade.
Yeah. Here's the thing with H-Day, though. Every municipality had to deal with their own issues. They had to change. I mean, when you think about it, it's not just about educating the public. Mm-hmm. That pamphlet I mentioned, I want to make it clear that was not just like, hey, here's what we're doing. It is, here is how to drive on the other side of the road.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And then you've got street signs,
mm-hmm.
you've got bus stops,
mm-hmm.
you got traffic lights, you got bicycle lanes, you got one-way streets, you got buses that have doors on one side of the vehicle that now need doors on the other side.
Right.
It was huge.
Yeah, one of the other things too was the Swedes didn't even want to do this.
Not at all.
There was a referendum that had been held 10 years before when they started thinking about doing this, and like 83% of Swedish voters said no.
Yeah.
They did not want to start driving on the right-hand side of the road. And the government said, well, we're doing it anyway. And the reason why they wanted to do this in the first place was because Sweden was kind of lagging behind the rest of Europe, which had started to increasingly, or the rest of the world, I should say, which has started to increasingly drive on the right-hand side of the road. And so that was one thing. Sweden didn't want to look backwards or anything like that. But then the other thing is that the government was like, this may cause fewer fatalities because while we drive on the left side of the road, we're buying cars, including Volvos, that are designed to be driven on the right-hand side of the road. So you're driving on the left-hand side of the road on the left side of your car, which means you're just kind of looking down into this little ditch next to you with oncoming traffic, which seems reasonable that they thought this was a dangerous situation.
Yeah, I never really considered that because I didn't wonder what the big deal was. My only experience, I think I've said before, was when we were on the Australian tour. I drove opposite side and right-hand side steering wheel-wise. Mm-hmm. But now that I think about it, I guess it would be a little weird to be opposite side with the regular setup. Right.
Yeah, it would be a little weird. Like you'd be really far removed from kind of where you need to be paying the most attention, I think is the thing. And they ultimately did show a decline in traffic accidents and fatalities because of Dagen H, but they think it was because people were just paying more attention, getting used to driving on the right-hand side, because within 2 years it went back up to about normal.
Yeah, I think people are a little extra cautious, which is great.
Yep.
Here's the thing, though. When you do something like this, it's not like little by little over the course of a month you can start changing street signs because that would be chaos.
Right.
So the night before and the day before, they had to shut down basically almost all traffic. You had to have special permissions to have a car on the road at all.
Right.
And they had to change 360,000 street signs in less than 24 hours.
Were they successful? We'll let you know right after this message break.
Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary, it's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic.
Hey everybody, when you're at work, you never know when you're going to get interrupted, like when an office fire drill happens right in the middle of your presentation, or maybe construction is going on just outside your window. But with the Dell Pro laptop powered by Intel Core Ultra with vPro, no matter how many interruptions you have, your laptop won't be one of them.
Yeah, with a battery that's optimized for the way you work and built-in intelligence that quiets distractions the moment you're trying to focus, your tech won't slow you down, even when you're getting bounced from an office you forgot to reserve. The Dell Pro, built for those who stay in the flow. Find technology built the way you work at Dell.com/Dell-Pro. Built for you. Okay, Chuck, I can't stand the tension any longer. Were they successful in changing 360,000 street signs all across Sweden in one single night?
Well, I want to say for sure, my gut says they may have missed one or two.
Okay.
But overall, they were very successful at 4:50 in the a.m. on September 3rd, 1967.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of people came out to watch. There were cars on the road, and they said, "Stop, go to the other side," and directed people to the other side and said, "All right, have a blast, everybody."
Yeah, there was like a countdown on the radio, and then there was the announcement after they reached one that Sweden now drives on the right-hand side of the road, and everybody can start driving. And I'm sure they were like wobbling and weaving and kind of like little kids on a bike with training wheels, or after having the training wheels taken off, I should say. I'll bet it was adorable to see. But there were... The next day, that was a Sunday at like 5 a.m. when they started. And the next business day, Monday, there were no fatalities. Nobody died. And there were like 157 car wrecks, which is slightly lower than a normal Monday in Sweden.
Yeah, and it was not cheap either. Obviously, this is going to cost a ton of money. At the time, it cost 628 million kroner. Mm-hmm. Which was
just astronomical.
Yeah, it's about 316 million American dollars today, but about 5% more than the government's estimated budget, which is not a bad overrun.
No, not at all. And if you read some of the articles on it, we used, in addition to a couple others, this one BBC article about it that was super interesting. They pointed out, some of the people who were there and took part in this pointed out, like, dude, that was ridiculously cheap, even for the time, for the massive scale of this. Not just the infrastructure again, but also all of the public information campaign too. They did it for cheap, and they did it really quickly.
Yeah, it was quite a project. My hat is off to them for doing it, by all accounts, like pretty successfully. Yeah,
they did it, and they said that's great. But then, like I said, traffic fatalities went back up. After a couple of years when people got used to it. And so Sweden undertook a project starting in 1997 that said we don't want any traffic fatalities, no matter what side of the road we drive on, in our country. So they came up with a program called Vision Zero. And they've just been slowly but surely trying to whittle down the number of traffic fatalities. And in 2016, it was down to 270. 270.
That's awesome.
That's a minuscule amount for a country the size of Sweden for an entire year. So who knows if they'll ever get to zero, but hats off to them for trying to do that.
Yeah, and for digging up Telestar to cut the hit song Vision Zero.
Right. They literally had to dig one of the members up.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing else except to recommend the 99% Invisible episode, because they do their show a little differently. So they got some cool interviews with people that were there at the time. And it's always, a little more dressed up than our show.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean way more dressed up.
Agreed. They do it very well over there. So that's it for short stuff. Go head on over to 99% Invisible, and we will see you next time. Adios.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio's How Stuff Works. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.